Hey guys, today we have a Canon MG3620 printer that I want to use to demonstrate how to get inside of the printer. If you're having paper jams or whatever, or you just want to do maintenance on the printer and you want to get inside the printer, and just having this area open is not enough for you. I'll show you how to do that. So first we're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver for this project. There are a few screws on the front that we need to remove the side panel, so 2 screws up here and a few here. So we're going to start with this here in the back. Oh. Okay, if you saw some smoke coming out of here, this is a Fixa, like a screw gun from IKEA that they still sell. I've had this one for many years and I've used it almost every day. It's been good for me. I tried to kind of go inside and see why it gave me this error, but just smoke would sometimes come out of here, and I'm honestly just gonna go buy a new one because I really like how compact it is. The charge stays on for a very long time. I'm using it for sometimes a week, maybe even more, before I have to recharge it. So it's a pretty good tool. So just kind of like a heads up over there for whoever is wondering what I use. So this is the IKEA Fixa 7.2 volt. I do have bigger screw guns, but I don't really need it, but for this I like to use this one. So I think it'll get me through this project, and then I'm going to think about getting another one of these. I really like the size of it and how comfortable it is to use. We're going to go ahead and open the whole front door and remove the screws here. So since we have the screws removed, we can just pull this away. Right from the front, going to the back. Just kind of like that. There we go. So I have this side off. Then what we need to do is just remove, for this panel, we still need to remove this control panel cover, just by lifting it up. Just unclip. There's a few screws under it that we need to remove. Or actually, since we have this removed, this was also holding it down. We should be able to now remove the side. Okay, so it'll be easier for me to show you this. We'll start from the back. Just kind of hold this, and then you'll see a little bit of a bigger gap over here. Put a flathead screwdriver in there. Something is holding it down here. Okay, so since we have that out, there's in this area right here. So we have this out, and then we need to press down over here. And there's a clip that releases this side panel here. So that side panel is off now. So this is what was holding it also in here, and if you just put a flathead screwdriver through there and press it down, that should release the clamp that goes here. Okay, So when you have the side panels removed, you have access to the control to the main board, the control panel here, wiring that goes here. Power supply is located on the bottom. So now we can just remove the rest. There's 2 screws that were removed from the panel. There's a 3rd one, and that just releases it, and it connects over here. We can remove this screw right here. Let's disconnect this here. That's the scanner. And we have a screw right here. That one out. Okay. So you can see that those screws are releasing. They're removed and now it's released. Up front and the back, we just have these clips. There's one right here. And I'm not sure if... Let me see. So if you remove this here, that lets us lift this portion. I believe we still need to remove this screw right here in order to have this part released. Oh, the screw is actually right here. It was under the control panel, so we'll remove that one, and that should give us the opportunity to lift the top of the printer, just like that. So before you do that, make sure you disconnect other wiring that's holding it down. So we can see this wire, it goes to it. Let's see what else. And this one is kind of wrapped around the plastic. There we go. There we go. So this is the inside of the printer. If you're trying to clean in here, change the timing strip. Power supply can be changed from the bottom. It really does not need any disassembly at all. We have a different video that shows how to replace the power supply on these MG3220s, 3600 series, and 3500 series printers. So if you need to clean something here, that's the way to do it. So let's put it back together. Actually, another thing is if you need to get to the scanner, inside of the scanner, you need to remove this screw right here, and then slides it over. Let me put this back and I'll show you. Alright, so remove the screw right here. Then we need to remove this here, top cover, and then kind of lift this tab a little bit and slide the glass to the left. If you're looking at the printer, let me see if I got it. And that opens up the scanner area. So if you need to change the scanner or clean inside of there, this is the way to do it. Just like that. Then it locks in place, like so. And let's do this. Put this screw back first. Just put this back. I recommend taking pictures as you go if you're doing a repair on any printer. That'll save you from a lot of trouble or figuring out what goes where. Let's put this screw back. We need to connect the wires where they were. Alright, so we have this one wrapped around like this. And it goes in here. So there's only one way to do it, and that's the right way, of course. If you need to replace this control panel, there's two screws that hold it, I believe. I don't see another one here. So that's something that you may want to do if ever. Doesn't seem to be hard at all. Just remove this side panel and replace that. Let me make sure I'm doing it right. Okay, so just like that. Then we have, this is for the control panel, I believe. This goes right here. There we go. Then this wire goes here. Like that. If you remove this wire, make sure you put it back properly. It's not just insert, it clamps. So now it's unclamped. Put the wire in there, and then you clamp it back like so. Oops, and clamped it again. It's just one of those things, and I think it has 2 wires on this board. Actually no, just one, just this one. Alright, we're gonna reconnect the control panel when we put it back. For now, let's put these wires back. I mean the screws, what am I saying? So this one we just need to put back before we put the control panel. Control panel goes back like this. Insert this tab under here. So there we go. And now let's connect it. So it goes right in here into this one. So like that. Right. Yeah. Alrighty. So make sure everything is connected back the way it's supposed to be. I hope I'm not missing anything. Doesn't look like it. Alright, we have a screw over here. Before I put the panels and everything on, I like to turn the printer on just to make sure I connected everything. It seems like I did. See, there's flashing lights and the printer is trying to start up. Everything seems to be working fine. The carriage unit is not slamming back and forth. It's just doing its regular thing when the printer turns on. So we're just going to continue and put everything back. I'm going to turn the printer off. Actually pretty cool to see the printer kind of like do its thing over here. These gears moving back and forth when the when the side panel is open. There's a screw that goes in here that I removed after removing this, and I forgot to put it back in. So if you missed it, it's no big deal. You can still have access from here, but it's no big deal. When you put the panel back in, it shouldn't. Yeah, it moves up and down right here. But when you put the panel on, it'll hold it. But we're still gonna try to put the screw back where it belongs. So yeah, I went ahead and went back a little bit. This is the area where it goes. Oops. Something with the focus there. But anyway, that's where it goes. So I'm gonna put the screen back in there. I'm sorry, the control panel. So we're putting it back the second time. There we go. And I'm gonna put the 3 screws back. So one here, one in there, and this last one, oops, in here. Let's get the magnetic one. There we go. Alright, so now we're just going to put the sides back on. Just make sure it's aligned everywhere. There we go, clipped in there. It's good, and you can check. You can see there's holes here that it matches to, and then it's loose because we still need to put the screws back in. Before we do that, check to make sure it's all good over here, and it looks like it is. So we put the 2 screws back, and now we just need to cover this with the control panel cover. So just place it over, align it to everything, and just push it in. Like so. There's a screw right here that we need to replace. We'll put it. There we go. And now we can put the side panel back on this side. And just slide it in like this here. Make sure it clips here, and this closed flush. So that's a sign that you've done a good job and put everything back together. And let's go back here. Make sure everything is good here, also aligned. So there's, it needs to be just going into that little hole there that it's a bit hard to see, but yeah, it should be flush like this here. Now we're ready to put the screws back on this side. Here we go, and the second screw, find it. There we go. Now we can plug the printer in. And we're ready to get back to printing. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys, and this printer isn't that hard to get inside to do the work, but anyway, that's how you do it. Good luck with that, and thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.